Okay, all right, okay. Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for our weekly track roundup. My thoughts, my opinions on some brand new songs and singles that have dropped over the past week. Everything that I talk about music-wise is linked down below, so you can check it out for yourself, along with our Turntable Lab link. We get kickback from it. Our Patreon page gets some extra bonus monthly content while supporting us in the process. And, of course, our sponsor, G Fuel, promo code NEEDLEDROP. Get a sweet-ass percentage off your order and hook yourself up with that hydration formula. That's what I rock with personally, and they come in lots of good flavors. They're vitamin packed and thirst quenching. Check it out. G Fuel. Hell yeah. Boom. All right, the worst tracks of the week. We have a few. We have a couple. They are as follows. One, not too much into this new Zeal and Ardor track, unfortunately. It's maybe just a little too over the top. The guitars have kind of a rustic feel to it. It seems like a Ford Truck Month kind of vibe, a post-Soundgarden ripoff kind of vibe. It's very unflattering. I much prefer kind of the more metal-geared material that has dropped from the project over the years. But hey, I still have high hopes for this new record in 2022. We have a new one from Joyner Lucas and Lil Durk, both of whom respectively on this track I think are fine, but I think stylistically these guys are really like oil and water, and for the most part this crossover is incredibly tedious and features a really underwhelming and totally run-of-the-mill beat too. So Rambo is Hambo. We also have a new one from Grimes over here. Player of Games. A pretty mediocre one for her, honestly. The vocals bring nothing to the song whatsoever. The beat is just kind of a very typical driving electro type deal. But diving into the lyrics, the song is actually quite cringe and sad, as Grimes is very obviously heartbroken about Elon Musk not keeping her around and just being really upset about still having feelings for him, even though he's like a stupid, greedy douchebag. It's quite disturbing and sad and very cringe. And you hate to see Grimes at this very low point creatively, and really with a lack of inspiration as to, you know, I guess in terms of like something to talk about, something to sing about. Singing about missing Elon Musk. That's really not it. All right, and we have this Juice WRLD single with Justin Bieber. Sorry, it hurts to even say Juice WRLD single with Justin Bieber, but this is a waste of perfectly usable Juice vocals, in my opinion. The mix is awful. For one, the Justin Bieber feature is absolutely nothing special. And of the leftover stuff we've heard from Juice thus far, it's really not like anywhere near the best. I just think this track could have not existed, and that would have been fine. Wander to LA is the title, and it's just a total dud, in my opinion. All right, and we have this crossover from the Netflix film Don't Look Up between Ariana Grande and Kid Cudi, Just Look Up, and it is terrible. My God. I get kind of the throwback ballad, very epic anthem that it's going for on Ariana's part, but like instrumentally it doesn't really gel. Like the trap hi-hats in this style of song make absolutely no fucking sense. And what makes even less sense is Kid Cudi here. I mean, his vocal performance isn't terrible, but do him and Ariana complement each other on this song? No, absolutely a million times fuck no. This is just like the worst crossover I've heard this year, I think, despite maybe on the surface it seeming to have a whole lot of potential. But I just feel like, again, these two don't really complement each other. I don't get what made people think, like, for this kind of song, because Ariana kicks the track off, what, sort of necessitated Kid Cudi, because instrumentally and aesthetically, it's not really his style. I do like a lot of Kid Cudi's stuff, but this really isn't like the kind of vibe that I see Kid Cudi functioning in. So it's really just a mismatch to rule all mismatches, in my opinion. All right, meh. the tracks I wasn't crazy about, but still wanted to point out you might enjoy them more than me. We have this new EP from Tierra Whack that has some decent ideas, but like the songs are all very one-dimensional, and every time it kind of hits you with something somewhat interesting, it kind of drags it out to the point where it loses flavor. Like a lot of these tracks could have used stronger choruses, part Bs, progressions of some sort, but they really kind of lacked any real significant development. We have this new one from Thundercat off of the season 5 of Insecure soundtrack. It's pretty good. Got some nice vocal passages on it, even if it's not like the best instrumental I've ever heard him on. We have a new one from SZA, I Hate You. Pretty mild. I like some of her riffing and the bitter in the very bitter lyrics on the cut as well. But instrumentally, it's really nothing to write home about. It's just very spacey and bland. We have a new one from Lil Havana is the title, Rick Ross. Willie Falcon is on the cut, as is The Dream. I would say in terms of instrumental vibe, flow, pretty much typical Rick Ross affair. Nothing too mind-blowing, nothing awful about it either. It's just kind of, all right, just okay. We have a new one from the man, freaking Mike Shinoda, off of this new Ziggurats EP. Genius Bar is the title. The song has some, kind of Cordae bars here and there, but it's got, a good delivery from Mike. It's got a quality instrumental, and, sometimes his rhymes and bits of wordplay are very clever. So check it out. It's a hard-hitting track. All right, we have a new one from Idris Elba, who is teaming up with Lime Cordiale once again for more of a pop rock cut. It's not one of my favorites of the year, but, didn't know after their last crossover that they would, kind of transition into something quite this style and that they would sound so comfortable with it. So, good vibes all around, I suppose. And we also have a Kim Petras, who has come through with a brand new single titled Coconuts. I would say instrumentally, it's just kind of a typical, somewhat groovy dance pop cut, but lyrically, it's all about, having coconuts. And, I would say the song, the theme, the lyrics, the concept really sells it. So hear it out for yourself. We have a new one from 070 Shake. NLE Choppa is on the track as well. This one as well has a beautiful vibe, like the instrumental. I think the NLE complements the emotion of the song quite well too. I just think it could have used a bigger chorus, a transition point. It really does kind of stale out toward the end, a little too one-dimensional in my opinion. And here we are, best tracks of the week. We have a few, we have a couple. Let's point you to them. They are as follows. New one from Wetleg. They have been teasing the shit out of their forthcoming record next year, and everything from it so far has been quite good. Bringing together elements of post-punk and indie rock and singer-songwriter music with compelling instrumentals and interesting lyrics as well. Very clever, very sharp and spiffy. Too Late Now is the title of this new track. Check it out. Phoebe Bridgers doing a very forlorn and killer cover of Tom Waits' Day After Tomorrow. Love this Tom Waits song, one of my favorites, one of my favorite ballads in his discog, and Phoebe does a cool little interpretation. I like it a lot. We also have a new one from Grandaddy or Jason Little, titled It Was a Silent Night, at least until Jeff Lynne of Electric Light Orchestra fame arrived. It is a hilarious cut, great lyrics, just a little funny indie tune for the holiday season. I'm loving it. And we have a new one from Cordae, Lil Wayne on the track too. Sinister is the title. A little bit of a Most Def vibe here. Not mind-blowing or anything, but I thought it was, a good song all around. Solid chorus, solid verse from Wayne, solid verse from Cordae. It's not bad by any means, but I hope the, new record brings some more fire, a little more fire. And we have Boris signing to Sacred Bones Records, releasing a new track, new record on the way. And this one they have seen fit to release. Drowning by Numbers is quite a droney, evil, and sinister cut that has me, looking forward to some of the sound play that's going to be on this new record. Certainly it's a dark and somewhat abstract turn a little bit. Not quite, some of the more hard rocking stuff the band has done in the past. And I think that kind of fits for the Sacred Bones vibe. And it'll be, again, generally interesting to see what they do with the label on this new record. And we have a new one from Black Country New Road, new record on the way in 2022. Another killer single from them, another killer teaser. Concorde is the title of this one. Love the instrumental transitions, love the lyrics, love the intensity. The band just continues to put out great stuff and evolve beautifully. And we have a Beach Bunny over here with a sad, emotional little Christmas cut. Christmas Caller is the title of this one. It's quite nice. Hopefully Beach Bunny does some cool shit in 2022, and this is just sort of the the start of it. I mean, certainly they are doing well in the Christmas song realm, so give it a shot, give it a listen. And that has been the weekly track roundup, everybody, and under 11 minutes, quite nice. Got some good recommendations to you in record time. Okay, love you. I'll see you in the next video. You're the best forever.